Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie and today we're going to talk about some new makeup releases. If you have any questions or you like the look that I'm wearing, I just finished filming my first get ready with me / trying out new makeup. So that will go live after this video, so stay tuned for that on my channel if you want to know what I'm wearing on my eyes and on my face. This video is inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series, so I'll have her channel and that playlist linked down below. And she also created a community playlist where other creators can make this type of video. So if you love these videos, there's a whole playlist that you can binge watch, and I'll have those both linked in the description box. So I didn't get to post one of these last week, so I have a ton of new releases to talk about, so it might be a little bit of a longer video, so stay tuned. So the first release or releases all come from ColourPop, and I feel like I'm going to be talking about ColourPop in every one of these videos because, as we all know, they are constantly releasing stuff. The first thing that I was super excited about are their new BFF liquid liners. They released the BFF mascaras a few weeks ago, and they were colored mascaras, and now they have liners to match, and I'm super excited. I love trying out new liners because I feel like liners are one of those things that are super finicky, and I love to find a hidden gem. So I definitely have some of these on my ColourPop wish list, and once there's a few other things that I want to buy, I'm planning on picking up the black one, and I'm thinking about the white one because I feel like the white would be a really cool accent liner to do some fun looks. Also from ColourPop, they're releasing new shades of their lippy pencils. I really love these lip liners, and they're super creamy and they go on really well, and they last a considerably long time, and they're super affordable. So typically when I place an order from ColourPop, I'll add one or two of these lip liners into my cart. They're coming out with new shades, and I've mentioned before in a video called Items I Wish My Favorite Brands Would Release that I wish brands would come up with color lip liners. And ColourPop has some greens, some blues, and some darker colors, which I feel like you don't find in the average brand, so that's super exciting. And they're also releasing plumping lip glosses. I don't think I would pick these up, one, because they come in a squeezy tube and those just aren't the kind of lip products that I gravitate towards. And also, plumping lip products aren't something that I'm crazy about. I do love the ColourPop Regularly Ultra Glossy Lip Formula, so I have some of those in my wish list, but I don't plan on picking these up. And the last release from ColourPop is they collabed with Zoella to make this brunch collection. I don't really know much about Zoella. I don't follow her on Instagram or on YouTube, so she's not really an influencer that I'm super passionate about, but the collection looks cute, but unfortunately it's not something that I need. The eyeshadow palette kind of looks like every other eyeshadow palette on the market. It's warm tone with a pop of blue, and I definitely have enough of those and all those colors in my collection, so I wouldn't really gravitate towards that. I do like the highlighters and blushes, but I'd rather get them in the single pans than in the compacts because A, they're cheaper, and B, I can just throw them into a magnetic palette that I already have instead of having a bunch of little compacts lying around everywhere. She's coming out with lippy pencils, and as I just stated, I like the ColourPop lip liners, so if they're colors that I'm interested in, those would be something I might pick up. So I have two more makeup news announcements. Black Moon Cosmetics will be sold at some Ulta locations and in Ulta stores. I haven't tried anything from Black Moon, but when they released that Orb of Light eyeshadow palette, it's the first time that I really heard about the brand, so they've always kind of been on my radar. I always like trying liquid lipsticks, so I think if Black Moon was at an Ulta near me, I might pick one of theirs up to try the formula. But if they come out with new releases, it's such an accessible way to be able to try the brand because Ulta does allow returns in the United States. Another release that I am so excited about is that Urban Decay is coming out with a Game of Thrones collection. I love Game of Thrones, but I have feelings on the last season. I wasn't a big fan, but we can talk about that in another video. But I am so excited for this collection. It looks like they're coming out with a warm dragon collection and a cold, cooler ice collection. And I think this is such a good release. I've been wanting brands to come out with more creative collaborations, and Game of Thrones is such a hit TV show, and I feel like Urban Decay is the perfect brand to collab on. Urban Decay is super creative when it comes to their collabs, and I feel like they would do this collection so much justice, and I'm definitely going to be picking up something from this. I just can't wait to see what they release. Something else that I recently caught my eye is from Viseart, and it's their two new eyeshadow palettes, called the Soleil and one called the Apricotine. The Apricotine's pretty, but it's your normal peachy warm palette, but the Soleil one is so beautiful. Those yellows and those purples combined are like one of my favorite color combinations, and I'm actually really thinking about picking these up. I know people rave about the Viseart eyeshadow palette formula, but because there's such a high price tag, those big palettes have never really been in my budget. But these smaller ones retail for a more affordable price, so I think that I might actually consider buying these, especially with the upcoming Sephora Spring VIB sale. These are totally on my radar, and I'm so happy to see Viseart coming out with more creative color schemes because I've been wanting to try something from their brand for a while, and this is calling my name. So another brand is coming out with another brand, and Tarte is creating a little sub-brand that's aged for demographics ages 30 and under. And to be honest, I'm not really thrilled with this. I am under 30, so I feel like this could be targeted for me, and I'm not planning on buying any of this. One of the eyeshadow palettes they released looks very juvenile, and it's colors that I already have, and to be honest, it's not something I would pick up, and I don't see many of my friends gravitating towards it as well. I do like that the price point for this brand is a little bit cheaper than Tarte's normal stuff, because I think when you're targeting to an under 30 demographic, they're a little bit more budget conscious because a lot of us are in school and have student loans and payments, and we can't just throw all our money at Sephora. So I like this, but I think they're gonna have to step up their products to really engage this demographic, because the makeup market is so oversaturated that as a 25-year-old, I have enough palettes that I have these colors, so I'm definitely gonna be passing over them. Too Faced is also coming out with some really exciting releases. They're coming out with skincare, and I think that's awesome because I love some of Too Faced products. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation is my holy grail foundation, and I've heard such great things about the Hangover RX Primer, but I've yet to try it. Too Faced has attempted skincare with that Glow Job glitter mask, if you want to call that skincare. So I'm hoping they'll step it up and not put glitter in all of their products, but I'm definitely interested in trying it. Too Faced makes some high quality products, and I feel like they really excel when it comes to complexion. So I'd love to try some samples of these and see what other YouTubers are saying as far as reviews. Too Faced is also coming out with an eyeshadow brush set, which, does Too Faced even have brushes? I actually have no idea if they do, but if they don't, I think this is a great release. Everybody likes brushes, and they're one of those things that you kind of need if you're applying makeup. The set comes with 5 eye brushes, and they're pretty much perfect to do an everyday look. So if you don't have a big eyeshadow brush collection, I think the set might be perfect for you. However, I tend to prefer more affordable brushes because they're more affordable, and I can still get a really good look with my BH Cosmetics, e.l.f., and sometimes Morphe brushes. So I'd like to see what the price point is on this, because I know people say that higher quality brushes really do outperform the drugstore brushes, but I really do like my affordable brushes. So I'm kind of wishy-washy on this collection, but I think it's a great release to add to the Too Faced line. So I was planning on filming a video about products I'd like to see brands release, and a part 2. And one of the products that I wanted to be released is a setting powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia Beverly Hills is one of my absolute favorite makeup brands. I have the Sultry palette on my eyes right now, and I pretty much buy every single eyeshadow palette that she comes up with. I mentioned that I wanted Anastasia to release a setting powder because I feel like Anastasia is such a high quality brand that I know their setting powder would be great and it'd really be formulated for working makeup artists and the everyday consumer. Anastasia is also one of those brands that really takes multiple skin tones into consideration, so I'd be hoping they'd have a translucent, translucent light, translucent medium, and translucent deep form of their powders. Norvina, the daughter of Anastasia and the CEO of the company, sent out this tweet a little while ago talking about new setting powders, and I liked it, I flagged it, and I have this in the back of my mind because I would definitely try this out. Norvina also tweeted a little while ago about new glow kits coming out, so I'd love to see them come out with their spring collection. I have 2 of the Anastasia glow kits. I have the Aurora glow kit, which is the more unwearable one because it has a blue, a green, and a purple. And then I have the Sweets glow kit, which is their holiday 2017 collection, which absolutely love that glow kit. It has some of my favorite highlighters of all time. I'd love to see what they come out with their new glow kits, and I'd definitely be interested in picking them up because $40 for 4 highlighters is a steal. In the 9 brands that I want to try in 2019 video, I mentioned Menagerie Cosmetics. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked up in the cards below so you can check it out. I really want to try some of the eyeshadows and liquid lipsticks from Menagerie Cosmetics. Makeup Monsters rebranded to Menagerie Cosmetics, and they're also coming out with this palette called Courtship Palette. I feel like Menagerie Cosmetics excels with their packaging. The flamingos, like, this is so cute. But the color scheme isn't as appealing to me. I definitely have a lot of these colors in the same palette and separate, and something that I want to focus on this year is making sure that I'm buying palettes that are unique to my collection, adding value. I have enough browns, purples, and yellows, and granted, they might not be all in the same palette, but that doesn't mean I have to buy a new palette when I can just open up 1 or 2 and dip into them. So as I mentioned, Anastasia would probably take a lot of skin tones into consideration for her setting powder. Too Faced has also extended their peach perfecting setting powder. They added a caramelized peach, which is a darker shade, which would work for darker skin tones for setting and brightening. I'm really happy they're expanding this shade range. I haven't tried this powder because I heard it's super mattifying and I have really dry skin, so I'm going nowhere near a mattifying setting powder. But I am happy they're making their powders be more accessible to different skin tones. I just wish they came out with this during the initial launch of that peach collection because it kind of feels like an afterthought. And I feel like when people with darker skin and stuff is released later, it shows that their initial launches don't prioritize multiple skin tones and they had to wait several months. It's been quite a while since that collection came out to come out with a powder when that should have been released. If you're releasing a light powder, you should release a deep powder so that all skin tones are able to use your product. Another brand that I wanted to try in my 9 brands in 2019 was Glossier. I have yet to purchase anything from Glossier, but they have a new release at skincare. They have the Ultimate Waterproof Makeup Remover Oil. I love using makeup remover oils to take off my makeup, especially mascara, so I feel like this is something I'd be super interested in buying. I definitely am planning on placing a Glossier order in 2019, so stay tuned for that at some point on my channel, and I would consider picking this up. I've heard great things about Glossier skincare, and in addition to this, I'd love to try out their Milky Cleanser and their Priming Moisturizer. So I feel like this is a great addition to their already existing skincare line, and I feel like this would be great because everybody's looking for that perfect waterproof mascara makeup remover. Although it hasn't been announced yet, Color Rain is coming out with a Safari collection that will be released on March 8th. I absolutely love Colored Rain. They make some of my absolute favorite liquid lipstick formula of all time, and I just think they're so creative. They're a Black-owned brand, so their pigmentation is always on point, and I've heard such great things about their eyeshadow palette, and I have been lusting after the Queen of Hearts palette forever. They released this promo picture of one of the models with the eyeshadows on, and these eyeshadows look super reflective and stunning. I can't wait to see what this collection is because I haven't tried any of Colored Rain eyeshadows yet, and I'm definitely planning on picking some up, so this might just be the collection that draws me in. You'll probably see this release mentioned again in a video that after they release the palette, but I'll talk about it because I'm really hoping a Safari Dream has like greens and lush tropical colors because I would 100% pick that up hands down. And the last release that I want to talk about is from Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution is an affordable UK-based brand, but I feel like they've recently been super hyped up in the States. And they're coming out with skincare. I'm interested in trying some of these, but I don't think I'm adventurous enough to try these on myself. I'd love to see other YouTubers who especially get PR from Makeup Revolution try this out and see if they like the products. Skincare is one of those things that can be super finicky, so you have to incorporate one product at a time, slowly, to make sure you don't disrupt your skin and to know which products are working and which products aren't working. There are a few of the releases I'd definitely be interested in trying, especially if they came to Ulta, because once again, as a person that lives in the United States, we do have the luxury of returning makeup to Ulta. So if it's something that, messed up with my skin, I definitely wouldn't want to keep it in my collection. Do you want to see me review any of the new Makeup Revolution skincare products? Because if you guys wanted to see them on my channel, I would definitely consider picking them up. So those are all the launches that I want to talk about for today before this video gets way too long. What are some new makeup releases that you've been eyeing and are considering buying? I'd love if you let me know down below. If you like this video, I plan on posting this series about every week or so I hope you come back to my channel. And I also have a new upload every week, so I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.